I'm wanting to do is remove the op-up unit that's already in it and the op-up unit and barrel. G&G by default come with a 6.08mm barrel, and it's a short barrel, which I don't like. I prefer a bit of a longer one, and a 6.02 to 6.03. So what I've actually done is I have bought a new barrel. It's a I think it's XT who make this one. It's a 6.02363 barrel, 363mm length. Yeah, so I think I'm going to use this one. So what you want to do first is obviously give the barrel a bit of a wipe down. Usually by this point I would put my gloves on so I don't get any more gunk and crap on them. Right, so lay that glove on just to keep the bits clean. So first step is obviously just give the barrel a bit of a wipe. Make sure it's nice and clean. So that should be clean there. Okay, once you've cleaned the outside of the barrel, get a barrel cleaner. Just rip a bit off. Put it through your little notch. That might be a bit too thick. That might be better. This is very hard when you've got gloves on. There we go. Just put it through and then into the barrel end it goes. That might be a bit too tight actually, but actually that's good, that's a good fit. So just push it along the length, spin it as you go, so you get to the other side, give it a bit of a clean, and then just pull it through. And then back we go, come up nice and through, and then hopefully, just giving it a quick look down, that looks nice and clean. So that barrel is good. Did it get any dirt off it? Oh, there's a few little bits of dirt, so always worth doing, just to keep your barrel nice and clean. Then you've got your hop-up rubber and your hop-up tensioner. No, I don't know if that's the actual name for them. I can't really call these bits. So get your hop-up rubber. Once again, I've got gloves on and nothing to open it with. There we go. So I've gone for the maple leaf. I think this was the 70 hop-up rubber. Now I've seen videos where people put silicone on the inside. You should never do that. It'll destroy the rubber. This is not true. In fact, it will just lose the air seal. So you just need to basically slide it on. There. So if you look on the inside, there's a little ridge. Just the top is just noticeable. You can see a bit better there, the ridge. That ridge needs to fit on the barrel. So on the barrel, on the right side, if I help it look at the right side, this side here, there is a ridge just along here. What we need to do is we need to fit that rubber onto that ridge. So they need to just slide on. So you just need to slide it on. Now it does get a bit tight because there is also a bit at the back for where the tension hop-up will sit. So you just need to be patient with it and just try your best to get it nice and tight on there and all the way to the end. Try to make sure it's nice and even as well, so it doesn't deform the up rubber. So sadly I can't really show you what I'm doing here, but I'm just sliding it on. I've got a nice tight fit. That is looking really good. Might be one of the best things to do as well is just look at the upper rubber all the way across and just make sure the gaps fit really nicely so it's even. So if I look at that bit there, look at that bit there, they look about the same size, so that should be nice and even on there. So the next bit to do is the op-up chamber. So let's have a look at that. Okay, so we've got to build it. Well, that's going to be fun. Is there any instructions? Yes, they're right there in my hand. So these are normally quite simple, but I will just double check. Right, so this is a different op-up, so I might have to do a separate video on this, but oh well. So what we got in here? I do prefer rotary, I should say, ones to the normal ones, because they're just better. Oh my god, that's a lot of O-rings. So let's just get a bit of tissue. Well, let's just move that there and put them all in there so nothing goes missing. Right, okay, so a lot to do. So I've been looking at this, and so what I need to do is get my op-up tensioner out. Let's get it out. Now the reason I'm replacing the op-up unit is because the G&G ones, they're good, I just don't like cogs. I don't like cog rotary systems. I mean op-up systems, I just find them always a pain to get right. So there is my tension ring. So this is stuck to me. Right, so let's try and get this sorted out. So in this kit you have a little circle bit, which is where the rubber sits. Now this is a flat rubber. Now I've got the barrel, I should really put the op-up into the barrel. So you've got to make sure the line at the bottom we talked about means the window's up here. So you look down the top, you can see the window's up the top here. So that wants to be the top. So you need to make sure, best way to do it is hold it flat and then just slide it in. Now that's a bit tight. So what you can do at this point is, this bit, just put a little bit of silicone oil on. Not a lot, you want just a tiny bit. Just rub it around, make sure it's nicely coated on it. This is not going to ruin the air seal, because it's on the outside. Just dry your gloves off a bit, and then once again upside down, find that line, very slowly slide it in until it don't go any further. Just check the back, that is looking good. Make sure that's the bottom. Yeah, that's looking nice and tight. And then just use the clip. There's a clip usually in place just to hold it in position like that. So that is now in position. Now you build the top bit.
This is not right. I followed the actual guide afterwards. You would actually put the rotary dial on first and then build it. I will link the guide in the comments, well, sorry, the description, so you can follow the guide.
So make sure you flat up rubbers in place. Pop it in. Put the arm in position. Then use the arm locking pin. Just push that into place. Through both sides. Oh, awesome. Didn't realise on this kit it actually has it's an Allen key position, so you've got to screw it in. That's a bit too big, so one down. iFix It kits are brilliant for guns. Can't recommend them enough. So get the right piece and then just screw it in. That is so much better. So that's in position. Put the rotary dial on.
They made my life so much harder at this point by just not following the instructions correctly and doing this step last. This should have been one of the first steps you did. It did make it really awkward to try and put it on.
Now it says this should just clip on. Ooh. Okay, I've got the ring on now. That was a bit of a pain, but it is good. Now the thing you can do is if you look down the barrel, I will just show them the video, but if you do look down the barrel at some light and turn this, you should see the up flat bit come into the barrel, which it is doing. So that's how you know it's on. So I'm guessing the number at the top, so that's on 0, so that must be 0, that must be 1, right. So that's in place now. So that's that bit. I need to just put the back bit on for it.
Actually, this is wrong. Basically, the back bit's for the HPA system, not the electric gun. This actually lowered the FPS, so after the video I had to go in and remove this part.
That's that bit done. Oh yeah, there's a barrel spacer. Oh, nice. Oh, I like that. I like how that sits on. And then I'm guessing you just put a few of these on. I've never made one of these ones before. I don't normally go for the more high-end up-ups. I normally cheap art bit. But I've decided on this one not to do it. It says 10 piece O-rings, but it just says 8 times 1.5. So I'm guessing I put 10 of these on. Okay, so I've put the 10 spacers on there. Yeah, I've never seen one with spacers. Normally the guns come with the barrel comes with a spring. Right, so I need to remove the the upper receiver from the gun. So the best thing to do, the thing to look at is there's a little pin here. Right, so there is a pin here. We need to push that through to release the upper receiver, and then we can slide it all off. So let's have a look at that. Now, some people are very precious about the guns and will do it a certain way. Me, I like a bit of wear and tear on it, so I just get the iFix kit. I just get like a giant Allen key bit, and then I put it on and then I just put a bit of force. I say a bit of force, quite a lot of force, and pop it through. And then at the other side, you should just be able to pull it out. I think that's fully extended. So at the other side now it's sticking out. I think that should be released, though it doesn't feel very released. I think it might be stuck a little bit. There we go, I heard it pop. I didn't fully get it out. Sorry, I've dropped my screwdriver. Just once it pops out, it just slides off. Like so. And that is the low receiver and your gearbox, and there is the upper receiver. So as we can see, we've got the G&G hop-up unit there. Now these are a bit of a pain to get out. You have to kind of like wiggle them and slide them out. And that is the barrel that it comes with. Looks like a brass barrel. It's not very long. I mean, you can see the size difference between the two barrels there. I prefer longer barrels because you get better grouping. And then just put your new barrel in. Slide. There's a little hole. Just slide it in, like so. That's nice and tight. That's the whole unit. Right. So right. So it's going to be awkward to do because where the camera is. But to get it back on, just slide it on. And then you come to this first catch bit. So you need to like lift this bit up. Slide it past that, get to the next bit, and it kind of jams there. So what you need to do is just lift this bit up, and it should let you just slide your gun on. And you get to a certain point where it gets a bit stuck again. You need to just give it a bit of force. Oh, I think it's on the inside. Aha! There we go. It was actually on the inside, the up. I'd not realised it slightly come out of place. So that's the up in place. And you push your pin back in. Now, getting the pin back in is a royal pain in the butt. So if you're getting the... Oh, just want it to come back out now. So get it into the position. That's looking good. And then just give it a whack. I should really use a softer bit, but oh well. Okay, I've got the pin back in. I had to go get an hammer, give it a bit of whack. I have made a little chip, but like I said, I'm not precious about them. I think a little few marks gives it a bit of character to the gun. So that is the pin back in. So the next thing to do is just basically give it a test fire, make sure it fires. The reason I've done this upgrade is because A, I like better grouping. I do think about up unit and a longer barrel. This does help with that. And the FPS was a bit underpowered. It was only at 268.63 or something daft. This will, this should theoretically increase the FPS. I don't know by how much yet, but I will test that and we'll find out afterwards. So, I'll tell you what though, with these guns, there's a little clip here on the back. It's supposed to push in, and let's see if I can get that in shot. So, little clip here on the back, just up here. You push in, and this should like come out and rotate. Now I have no end of trouble doing that. So what I usually do is I always take an iFix kit with wherever I go. So if I'm in, when I go into a game, I do have one with me. I just use one of them. So much easier to get into that and test. Just easy peasy. So I've just banged the battery in. It's dangling, don't matter. It'll do for the time being. Just put it on single shot and pull it. And then what I like to do is I just put my hand here. Obviously there's no BBs in. I can feel air coming out. I mean, it should be a good tight seal that. And then the next stage is obviously put a clip in, 10 shots with my chrono, and see if it does improve the FPS. But there you go. That's how you swap out the inner barrel and the upper unit on one of these. Thanks for watching.